Tesla caused quite a stir with its all-electric semi-truck when it unveiled the vehicle in November. Boasting 0 to 60 mph in a zippy 5 seconds and a range of 500 miles, as well as autonomous driving features and a design unlike any truck that's gone before, Tesla CEO Elon Musk hopes the Tesla Semi will one day transform the long-haul trucking industry. On Wednesday, Musk posted a photo showing a couple of the trucks embarking on their first-ever delivery run. The ride, which involves transporting battery packs between two Tesla facilities, covers a round-trip distance of just under 500 miles, so it could complete the trip on a single charge. The CEO wrote in a message posted on Instagram, "First production cargo trip of the Tesla semi-heavy-duty truck, carrying battery packs from the Gigafactory in the Nevada mountains to the car factory in California." Tesla is aiming to sell the truck to shipping firms starting in 2019, but initially, while it tests and refines the vehicle, it'll run its own operation consisting of rides similar to Wednesday's effort. The truck with the 500-mile range is expected to cost from $180,000, while a 300-mile model will start at $150,000. There'll also be a limited edition Founders Series 1000 will be produced, starting at around $200,000 each. News of the truck's first outing comes a few weeks after we heard about the company's apparent plans for a vital part of the platform's infrastructure, charging stations. According to Reuters, Tesla is working with early customers of its electric semi-truck, among them Anheuser-Busch, PepsiCo, and the United Parcel Service, to build the charging stations on their own sites. The report said some of the companies are exploring the idea of sharing the charging facilities with one another for efficiency and cost savings. And just like the supercharger stations for its cars, Tesla is also believed to be making plans for its own facilities along highways to sell electricity to truckers looking for a top-up. Tesla's entry into the trucking business comes as a number of new players look to shake up the industry. Uber recently started delivering freight in Arizona using its autonomous truck, while Waymo and others are also investing heavily in the development of their own self-driving trucks.
Chevrolet is building out its commercial truck business with 3 new medium-duty Silverados, the first Class 4, 5, and 6 chassis cabs with the Silverado name. The 4500 HD, 5500 HD, and 6500 HD broke cover at the Work Truck Show organized by the National Truck Equipment Association in Indianapolis this week. The chassis cab trucks will offer Duramax diesel power, optional air springs, and straight one-piece frame rails, among other features intended to lure fleet buyers away from the competition. Expanding on its current heavy-duty pickup lineup of the Silverado 2500 HD and 3500 HD, General Motors aims to match and overtake its rivals in the market for this type of chassis cab unit. Chevrolet had previously announced it would be showing the 4500 and 5500 but surprised the crowd with the addition of the 6500. In contrast to the heavy-duty pickups, these are medium-duty in industry parlance, distinguishing them from the heavy Class 7 and 8 trucks that typically require a commercial driver's license to operate. Think box truck rather than semi. Chevy says its new Silverados will appeal to fleet operators by being more easily customizable than many competitors, and to drivers by offering a more refined driving experience. Both rear and four-wheel drive will be offered on the new Silverados. All models get power from a 6.6-liter Duramax V8 diesel engine that makes 350 horsepower and 700 pounds-ft of torque, along with an Allison 6-speed automatic transmission that has a power takeoff option. The biggest selling point of the new trucks is their frame setup. Unlike some competitors, the new Silverado uses straight single-piece frame rails, which are painted at the factory to help fend off rust and have fuel lines routed within them for tidier packaging. Even rivets and brackets have been moved off the top of the rails to ensure a clean, smooth surface for upfitting configurations. Chevrolet will offer 7 cab-to-axle length options from 60 to 162 inches. It also has 5 lengths, in 8-inch increments, from the axle to the back of the frame. This wide variety should make it easier to couple multiple types of rear cargo setups without the need for additional supports or fitments. A second but equally important goal in developing these new Silverados was a comfortable driving experience. Chevrolet will offer factory-installed rear air springs, in addition to the beefy leaf springs, for a suppler ride, and the inset doors have been triple-sealed to reduce noise in the cab. Additional feature points included a lightweight clamshell hood and front wheels that turn as much as 50 degrees to shrink the truck's turning circle. These attributes also ease access for service. Modern amenities include an available 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto capability, inductive cell phone charging, and OnStar connectivity. Chevrolet intends to offer the trucks at more than 400 of its dealerships focused on the commercial market. Orders for the new trucks open this spring, and production will begin in late 2018.
No matter how concept-like it might look, Honda is adamant in making the urban EV a production car. At the Geneva Motor Show, Honda announced that orders for the urban EV will be taken from early next year. Prices have not yet been confirmed. Honda Motor Europe's Philip Ross told the crowd at a press conference, a production version of this highly acclaimed concept will be introduced to Europe during late 2019, and in response to the positive feedback to this model, we expect to open order banks for the urban EV during early 2019. US market sales plans remain unannounced, but we'd imagine there are plenty of Honda drivers that would welcome the urban EV, especially the kind of early adopters who took to the original, dainty inside hybrid. The urban EV's production version will be Honda's first mass-produced battery electric vehicle sold in Europe. It seats 4 through its wide-opening, rear-hinge doors, and the cabin features a very large display, with door-mounted screens serving as side mirrors. It will be interesting how much of the concept's detailing and solutions will make it to the production car. And while the urban EV's minimalistic design harkens back to first and second generation Civic hatchbacks, it's unlikely to be as affordable as those entry-level Hondas were.
Tesla announced plans to make an electric semi in November last year, garnering buzz and pre-orders from major customers including Pepsi, Walmart and Anheuser-Busch. Now, the company is testing its prototype semis on the open road in California and Nevada. Tesla CEO Elon Musk shared photos of a cargo hauling test drive with his legions of followers on Instagram and Twitter on Wednesday. The truck photos and video featured side-view mirrors. When Tesla originally showed off its semi-prototypes last year, they did not feature analog mirrors. Instead, the company said they would use cameras to give drivers a comprehensive view of their surroundings. That doesn't mean the Tesla Semi will have traditional side-view mirrors, however. When automakers test prototypes, their vehicles can include parts in various stages of readiness. The Tesla semis that have been spotted in the wild, and shown off today by Musk, aren't precisely representative of the final production vehicles. While Tesla has told investors it would start mass production of its electric semis in 2019, the company has yet to announce where these trucks will be manufactured.
General Motors' new Chevrolet Silverado medium-duty truck will compete in more segments than initially expected, a strategy coinciding with the automaker's plan to expand and improve its commercial dealership network. The automaker, when unveiling the vehicle at the World Truck Show here Wednesday, said it will compete in Class 6 chassis cab trucks in addition to Class 4 and 5, which were previously announced. The addition helps expand GM's reach and differentiate it from competitors such as Ford Motor Company and Fiat Chrysler Automobiles, according to executives. Ed Pepper, U.S. Vice President of GM Fleet, told Automotive News on the sidelines of the show, "This will be the biggest thing we've ever done for commercial. I think it's a real inflection point in our business. This just says a lot about the support from our leadership and the resources that we're getting to continue to grow this business." Medium-duty trucks range from Class 4 through Class 6 based on gross vehicle weight ratings, which is the maximum operating weight mass of a vehicle. The new Silverado has a max of 22,500 pounds, which reaches into the middle of the Class 6 trucks, where Ram does not compete, and Ford has a truck but on a different frame than its other medium duties. John Schweikman, GM's U.S. Director of Commercial Product and Medium Duty said, "It's a different proposition in the market than what Ford and Ram have. The trucks, which the company has said were built from the ground up and are not variants of existing trucks, are aimed at fleet and commercial buyers and can be upfitted with work-specific beds and boxes for work such as landscaping, emergency services, refrigeration and towing." GM expects to eventually gain upward of a 25 to 30% share of the medium-duty truck segment, which would equal its level prior to exiting the segment during the company's 2009 bankruptcy. Pepper said, "We're going to have to conquest largely from Ford, a little bit from Ram. More important than the sales of the medium-duty segment is the adjacent sales," according to Pepper. He said, "For every one of these trucks we sell, we think we're going to sell a van, we're going to sell a pickup and one of something else." The adjacent sales are expected to expand past vehicles to other business segments such as GM Financial, Parts and Accessories and OnStar, which offers a fleet service with tracking and diagnostic services called Commercial Link. The adjacent sales are a main draw for Chevy dealers. However, Schweikman said the company's being very blunt in letting dealers know they must be committed to their commercial business to be successful. He said, "It's bad for the dealer if they invest in something and aren't ready for it, and it's bad for our customers if they have a bad experience, they get spec'd into the wrong truck. They have a service experience, a lack of knowledgeable salesperson. The best for everyone is to be a commercially focused dealer." GM last week opened enrollment to become a commercial dealer. GM expects to expand its dealer network for medium-duty commercial vehicles, including those produced through a partnership with Isuzu, this year from 240 to about 400 with the introduction of the Chevy Silverado 4500 HD, 5500 HD and 6500 HD. Requirements to become a commercial dealer include training for sales and service staff on commercial vehicles as well as parts and other specifications such as service door heights and lifts to accommodate the trucks. GM estimates the cost to meet the requirements at $100,000 to $200,000. However, Schweikman previously said many other dealers already have many of the facility requirements. He said, "Incremental training and parts could cost just around $10,000 to $15,000 for those dealers." The medium-duty Silverado trucks, like their light-duty counterparts, feature a mixed-use strategy that includes aluminum, high-strength steel and other materials. They also feature several exterior design characteristics of the current light-duty Silverado. On the interior, the commercial trucks also feature some of the same comfort creatures of the light-duty Silverado on the interior. Some of them include USB chargers, quieter cabins and a built-in 4G LTE Wi-Fi hotspot. The trucks are designed to support wireless cell phone charging and Bluetooth, along with support for Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. They will be available in two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive and will be powered by a 6.6-liter Duramax diesel engine with 350 horsepower and 700 pound-feet of torque and Allison transmissions with a power takeoff option. Unlike a decade ago, GM has no plans to sell a medium-duty GMC truck, according to execs. GM did not announce pricing, however it's expected to be $40,000 minus $60,000. That does not include upfitting charges for specific needs that can cost several times more than the chassis cab. GM partnered with Navistar International Corporation to develop and produce the trucks in Springfield, Ohio. Production is expected to begin in late 2018. Order guides will be available in the spring and exact pricing will be announced this summer.